guys, Glenn here of Sound Off, and I'm very excited and happy to be joined here today by one of London's most exciting and up-and-coming singer-songwriters. Of course, I'm talking about Miss Ishani Chakravarty. How's it going, Shani?
It's going really good. It's going fantastic.
Yeah, first off, it's a Sunday. How's your Sunday so far?
Sunday's been kind of rainy, actually. We
Yeah.
have monsoons. I'm visiting India, my parents' house for a bit. Just taking a break, and I got a lot of rain.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, it's here. Here, it's very hot in Singapore, so I guess that makes up for it.
I'm going to be visiting Singapore next month, so I'm really excited. I could do with some heat.
Next month, wow, yeah. But you've been here before, right? Like you've done stuff a lot here in
Oh,
Singapore.
wait, yeah, yeah. I mean, let's. Okay, so firstly, I'm not kind of like just based in London. I shuttle between London, Singapore, and India. And I've been in London for the past 2 years. That's where I've actually been doing most of my music. But I have a base in Singapore as well. I used to live there for about 7 years before I moved to London.
Wow, cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you study here?
I actually did my uni there. Yeah.
Cool, yeah, yeah. But I mean, visiting Bangalore, I believe you're in Bangalore right now.
Yes,
Is this,
Bangalore.
is this something that you do every year?
Yes, yeah, my parents live here.
Okay.
We live in yeah, so I come and visit them once a year at
Once
least.
a year at least.
So yeah.
To distress and stuff.
Yeah, totally. This is like a retreat, you know. It's away from the city, and I'm doing my yoga and my meditation classes and stuff. I'm trying to yeah, de-stress and rejuvenate and get inspired. So
But yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to go there for the longest time now. But for someone who doesn't know anything about Bangalore or India, what are the things that you can do there?
oh, please tell me. The thing is, though, I used to all my friends have kind of moved on with their life, probably moved to different parts of the world. People have changed, they got busy with their life. So I really feel a bit like an alien here, you know. I don't know that many people, and everything's changed. But Bangalore used to be known as the Garden City of India,
Yeah.
full of greenery and everything. And then, boom, it turned into the Silicon Valley of India. So it's kind of where all the IT
Yeah. Yeah.
things.
But I bet there are still things that we can, I mean, like check out
Oh,
there.
loads of stuff. I mean, that's the thing about India. It's so vibrant and there's so many things happening. Just a bus ride from my house to wherever, like a million things will happen, you know, and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
it's just crazy, yeah. So,
Especially the music
what?
scene, I've heard it's really like happening there.
Yeah, no, for sure. There are a lot of great talents around, and I'm just trying my best to just, take it all in.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, so talking about music, let's talk about how you got started with music. Is this something that you've always been interested in, or did it just happen somewhere along the way?
yeah, I mean, I think music's always been a part of my life. I mean, I started singing when I was really young. And I think the day when my dad bought his first camcorder is when I realized, okay, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody needs to see my home videos, but like when I was a kid, I just always, in front of the camera and singing and making up my own stuff, and
Yeah.
it's really funny. But yeah, I think my parents realized, okay, this one is gonna be a little bit, you know what I mean? Because my parents are surgeons, you know.
Yeah.
So growing up in a family filled with doctors, it's
Oh,
just,
all right.
yeah.
So are you the only musician in the family?
Yeah, kind of.
Wow. They're probably saying you're the one who lost her way.
I don't know what they're saying. I try to not listen.
Well, anyway, how about your influences? Who are your major influences in terms of music?
Oh my gosh, my influences in terms of music, that's a hard question. I think when I was young, I grew up with the music my parents used to make me listen to, like, I don't know, ABBA, the Beatles, like classic music, you know. Started off with that. And then when I went to England, I have cousin an auntie there. Well, she's my auntie. She's young enough to be my cousin. You know what I mean? But she introduced me to Michael Jackson, and I was just like, whoa! And the dance moves, and I used to just do that stuff at home. Then as I started growing up, I think the 90s. I grew up in the 90s. So that was when all my 90s
Oh,
influences
yeah.
came in. And I would listen to people like Fiona Apple, Alanis Morissette,
Wow.
Emiliana Torini, Bjork, Tori Amos, PJ
Cool.
Harvey.
You could
Yeah, and then I kind of like
you could go
got
on
into
all
the
day,
class.
don't you?
Sorry, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna. All
No,
right.
it's fine. It's fine. I mean, you mentioned about moving to England. How did that
Yeah.
happen?
Well, so what happened is that I kind of grew up in England in this place called Cornwall.
Yeah.
It's down south. My parents worked there, and I kind of did my schooling there when I was a kid. Those are my fond kid memories. And then I moved back to India, finished my high school here, and went on to do university in Singapore, and then lived on there, and then went back to England, and now I'm back in India on holiday. So.
Talking about back
Mm.
again to your life in London. How is it different from living here in Asia?
Oh yeah, well, that's a really good question. I think one of the things that I've realized, because I've traveled around so much, is that each place has its own vibe or
Yeah.
energy. And I just love the vibe in London. Maybe it's because there's so many talented people around. There's music all around, for example, and I just felt like, yes, I feel comfortable here. And I feel like, there was like a give and take of some kind of resonance in terms of energy and stuff. And I think when I went there, I met so many talented people and like-minded people because I went there to do a course in sound engineering because that's what I was really interested in doing. I mean, I'm a singer, songwriter, and a producer, but I just wanted to get behind the whole technicality
Yeah.
aspect of it and get into the whole sound engineering aspect of it. And I was lucky enough to work, assist, and meet like very interesting people, and I think that was the best part.
Yeah, I mean, I've also I recently interviewed a prominent artist here in Singapore who went to London, and that's when actually everything just happened for him in terms of musicality. He talked about energy and all that, and that's actually when he actually grew as an artist. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, I think what happened to me was that, okay, as an artist, if you are going to take that second step of saying, okay, you know what, I'm going to take that risk and I'm going to kind of put in my 100% into being an artist and getting my music out, that's when you kind of um, mm, you need that kind of support or you need that kind of bouncing off. And I think when I went to London, I found people because it was a place where I I I could learn. It broadened my horizon. I mean, for example, I mean I make, in terms of music, I produce trip hop,
Yeah.
down tempo stuff. That's what I do. But I met so many people who influenced me, and made me appreciate different kinds of music, probably stuff that I'd be like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's, I realized, like, oh my gosh, and I found myself enjoying it and loving it more. And each person who's made an impression on me, I mean, they're the reason why I probably like certain artists or genres of music now. I think it's wonderful. I think I grew. And also, London is an extremely global place. There's a different face. Every direction you look, there's a different race, a different face,
Yeah.
different nose. You know what I mean? Everything's different.
Yeah. Why do you think though it's different there? If it's fair to compare the music scene there and here in Asia.
I think the easiest way to put it is that there is a scene there, and there is, I mean, we're behind, in a way. I think they've been at this game for a while,
Yeah.
and I think we're growing.
So far, what's probably the biggest lesson you've learned in your career as a musician?
Um, I think the biggest thing I've learned is don't meet your idols. You'll be disappointed. I'm
What?
not gonna say. No,
Uh-oh.
I'm not. Just saying. You might be disappointed. So, I think what I realized was that at the end of the day, we're all just human, and we're all
Yeah,
just, you know,
that's true.
trying to do
That's
to
true.
do. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Who is this? Trip. Okay, I'll try and narrow it down. London trip hop.
No, no.
Well, anyway, aside from the
That's the
music,
story for today. Yeah.
you just came out with a new music video. It's the first one you did, actually. It's pretty good.
Yes. Thank you.
What's the song about? Pelican Elephant.
Yeah, Pelican Elephant. The song, what's it about? That's it's crazy, you know. I actually wrote that song when I was in Singapore. I remember I was sitting on a train, it was MRT. I was just like looking at everyone with their handphones,
Oh,
you know, and no one
yeah, yeah.
looking up. And you know, and when you try to make eye contact with someone, it's just like blank, you know, no, there's nothing. Like,
There's
can
no
you stop?
soul.
No soul inside it. Just like, oh God. But, and I was, okay, look, you know, when you go to the movies and you want to be transported to a different place. You want to see something different happening, even if it's your own city. If you like Godzilla just walks in and breaks a building and goes away, you know, it's like it's something that's happening, something different happening in
Yeah.
your own city, so that you can relate to, or something like that. And I was just thinking, hey, what if suddenly something bizarre happened? Like,
Yeah.
what if there was an elephant on the train with a briefcase?
Oh,
You
okay.
know? You know what I mean? And I was just thinking, like, it's like, what if something happened? Or like and what if no one even looked up to see, you know?
They're gonna miss
And
it.
I was, yeah, they'd miss it. What if that did happen? What if I missed it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was just a random thought, and I just started writing. And another thing I realized is that people are just so caught up in their 9 to 5 lives. I mean, I know it's life, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get caught up, but you know, I guess the message behind the song is just sometimes look up and live life, you know? Because you might be missing out on a moment that, even if it's just a private moment, or something that you oversee or observe. I love observing people. Sometimes I just fall in love with, like,
Yeah.
you know, situations or something, you know, it's so nice. And I think those are the moments that you shouldn't let, you know, it get passed by. That's
That's
all.
true. Yeah, live life and then Instagram everything as you go along.
Oh my God.
But anyway, aside from the music video, what are other things that you're working on right now?
Well, I'm working on my EP at the moment, which I'm quite excited about. I have a few songs up my sleeve. There's this one song that I'm working on, which I think is quite close to my heart. It's about violence against women. There's a lot of stories that you can hear in the news about, you know, yeah,
Yeah,
sexual violence and, you know, stuff happening in India and all over the
yeah.
world. And it's something that I wanted to address.
Hmm.
And so I'm working on a track about that, and I hope to release it soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm also working with some people that I met in London.
Yeah,
There's this really cool band called Miss Johns. They're Hungarian,
cool.
and hopefully I'm going to be performing with them next month.
Nice.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. They make electronic music, and I do vocals for them. In fact, there are a lot of people that I collaborate with, and I do vocals. I'm a songwriter as well.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I listen to the song and just like feel, okay, this is what I have to sing. This is what I say with this song, and I just go for it.
Last question and the best one.
Yeah.
Any message to your fans and potential fans out there?
I just want to say thank you for supporting me so far. It means a lot to me because it motivates me and it encourages me. Every single message that I get, any kind of positive stuff, I'm very thankful for it. Thank you. And I just want to say um, I'm gonna keep making this stuff for you, and this is just the beginning of the journey.
All right,
And
sounds good.
hey, it's been like what? We're nearly 1,000 views, and I just released it on a couple of days ago, video. So
Yeah.
thank you for that overwhelming response. I didn't expect it at all, at all. Thank you.
And we would like to thank you as well, actually, and we hope that you keep on making music and cool stuff for us to watch out for.
I mean, thank you for having me on this interview. It's fantastic. I had so much fun talking to you.
Okay, sure. And see you in Singapore soon.
Yes, I know. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, sure. Thanks. All right. Thanks, Johnny, and have a
Thank
good day again.